Did someone say holiday baking? Coming right up on Weekend at the Cottage. Carol and I were so excited when we received an email from a fellow YouTube channel, Country Hill Cottage. The friends at Country Hill Cottage wrote and said, "We're putting together a holiday cookie collaboration. Does Weekend at the Cottage want to participate?" We said, absolutely. This is our installment. At the end of this video, click the info link and you'll see a number of YouTube channels listed, each one offering you an incredible holiday cookie recipe. So this collaboration is going to make sure you're all set to entertain with fabulous festive treats for your friends and family. Our submission is one of my treasured family favorites. This truly is my favorite cookie in all the world. We're doing rum balls. I'm going to present them two ways. We're going to do rum balls filled with rum-soaked sour cherries, and a second version, thanks to my sister Dana, who has perfected it, with a rum buttercream filling. Last night when I got to the cottage, I opened up a jar of sour cherries. I took out 18 cherries, placed them into a bowl, and then I topped them up with a little bit of premium dark rum, covered them with saran, and I placed them into the fridge to soak up that rum flavoring overnight. If you want a little more bang for your holiday buck, leave those cherries in the fridge for a week before you start the recipe to make sure those flavors are off the charts. Now, as we start the recipe, a couple of things I'm going to do in advance. I have a baking tray, 2 cups of hazelnuts into a 350-degree oven. I'm going to toast those nuts. When you start to smell that beautiful toasting nut fragrance in your kitchen, put a clean dish towel down on your work surface. Transfer the toasted nuts, gather the dish towel together. You'll be able to work with this because the towel insulates the heat, and then start rubbing those nuts together. The hazelnuts will lose their skin and you'll be left with these beautiful skinned toasted hazelnuts. Once your hazelnuts have cooled into a nut grinder, we're going to grind them up, set them to the side. I'd also like you to take about 6 ounces of white chocolate into a hand grinder, grind the white chocolate up. Do the same thing with 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate. We're going to grind that up as well. Now that's kind of the foundation for the recipe. Let's continue by making the coating for the rum balls. We take our semi-sweet ground chocolate, place it into a bowl, 1.5 cups of the toasted ground hazelnuts. We're adding 1 cup of icing sugar. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of a pasteurized egg white. You can find it in cartons at your store. This is a stable ingredient we can add to this recipe. And then finally, 1 ounce of that premium dark rum. Remember, for a conversion purpose, 1 ounce equals 2 tablespoons. I'm adding 2 tablespoons into this bowl. We bring everything together and you'll see nice appearance, but it's not until we wash our hands, place them into the bowl, and now as you gather this together, the warmth of your hands will kind of melt the chocolate and you're going to come away with a beautiful chocolate coating for our rum balls. Take little portions in your hand, we're going to roll them into balls and set them onto a baking sheet. You're going to need, we're doing 18 cherry, 18 rum, so 36 balls, and truly this recipe made exactly 36 chocolate balls. Wonder how that worked. Now that I have the balls shaped, I'm ready to fill them. I'm going to now take our ingredients for our buttercream. I have 2 hard-boiled egg yolks. So I boiled off 2 eggs, took off the egg whites and ate them, and then I took the egg yolks. I'm passing them through a fine sieve. Kind of draw your spoon across the bottom and they'll all fall into the bowl. Once you've processed all of the egg yolk through the sieve, we're then adding 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter at room temperature. You want this nice and soft. 10 tablespoons of icing sugar. Mix the egg, icing sugar, and butter together. Really make sure that it's nice and light. And then we're adding 1 ounce, 2 tablespoons of the dark rum. Stir all of that together. I like to kind of make these perfect, so I transfer the rum butter filling into a piping bag and then over to a parchment-lined plate. I'm going to do 18 blobs. I actually do a little bit more in case some of them are misshaped. So I do some beautiful little tiny dabs of our rum butter filling onto the parchment paper, and then I place it into the freezer so that it hardens up nicely. Now we take our rum-soaked cherries, we're going to transfer them onto a paper towel lined plate, and now you're going to take a chocolate ball, flatten it out into your hand, and you're going to add one cherry, close it up till it forms a ball again, roll it back in your hand so it's a perfect shape. The cherry filled balls we're going to roll in the ground hazelnuts, so roll, roll, roll over to a plate, and you continue until you've done all of your 18 balls filled with rum-soaked sour cherries. Now the rum cream filling is out of the freezer, same thing. Take the next 18 balls, rub them in your hand, press them down, grab a dollop of your cream, place it into the center, close up the ball, roll it together, and this ball we're gonna roll in the white chocolate. 2 different flavors, 2 outside coatings. The cherries are rolled in hazelnuts, the buttercream is rolled in white chocolate. By the time you're done, you will have 36 beautiful bite-sized holiday cookies that I think are truly fantastic. I made a vow when I started out that I wasn't going to eat one, but please don't tell Santa. I just have to show you chocolate, creamy center. You know, it's like I'm an 8-year-old kid again. When I was 8 years old, I used to run to the cold room where Mom would keep these rum balls. I must have eaten half of the recipe before the holiday season even started. I bet you're gonna have the same experience when you make these beautiful rum balls at your home. Looking for other great recipes? Head to weekendatthecottage.com. Don't forget to find us on our dedicated YouTube channel. Please subscribe to us there. And then finally on your favorite social media feeds, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. A final shout out and huge thank you to our friends at Country Hill Cottage for including us in this cookie collaboration. We're so proud to be a part of it. And also remember, click info at the bottom of this video. Check out the other submissions from our other YouTube channels. Tons of great recipes to make sure you have some very sweet treats this holiday season. From Carol and I and all of us at Weekend at the Cottage, heartfelt happy holidays, all the best in the new year. Season's greetings. I think I'm having another rum ball.